Hey everyone! In today's video we are doing a creative portrait photo shoot and I'm going to be using the Sony A7R4 and the Zeiss 50mm 1.4. I feel like I haven't used a 50mm in a really long time. I started getting obsessed with the 85mm focal length. I feel like it looks so beautiful for portraits, in combination with the 35 of course, but the 50 is such a classic for portrait photography, so I'm really excited to be able to use it today. And of course, throughout the video, I will be giving you guys my first impressions and my review of this lens, including some unedited 100% crops of the images that we're taking today and the final edited photos as well. I also want to say a huge thank you to Amanda, who is our model for today, and Dan, who is behind the camera filming. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy.
Maybe if you could stand here. I swear, why do we even change locations? Like, I always pick the same looking ones. This spot is so pretty. I know, what the heck? Oh, the sun's coming back slowly.
If you guys have been on my channel for a while, you would know that I used to shoot on Canon all the time, and I have the Canon 50mm f1.2 lens, which I use professionally. It's a nice lens, but unlike other L series lenses, it is barely sharp, wide open, which I like to shoot at quite often. So I tend to have to use that lens at f2 minimum to make sure I am getting in focus sharp photos, which is a little bit frustrating. I know there is an RF50 now, but this Zeiss 50 was released 2 years before that. So one of the things I was most excited to see is how sharp this Zeiss 50 is, and guys, I've included some 100% unedited crops of the photos we've been taking so far, and wow, it's so sharp, wide open. You don't know how excited that makes me.
You like push one away and the other one comes in.
Paired with the A7R4, there are some crazy details on Amanda's skin, eyes, eyelashes, etc. that you can see. So yeah, in combination, this body and lens produces some really high quality photos. By the way, there are some inconsistencies with the original raw images, as the sun was in front and behind the clouds the entire time we were taking photos. So some images are bright, some are dark, and some are washed out just because of the sun.
Which way is the wind coming? Do you want to sit there facing like the tree? No, just come around this side. Oh yeah, with one knee up looks really good. I like it when I can see the tree in the background. I need to try and get a little bit lower. I just need to shoot from kind of down here. That's perfect.
The wind was really picking up during our shoot, so I moved to a side lit spot so Amanda didn't have her hair getting blown in her face every couple of seconds. This shot is nothing special for me. The lighting is a bit funny on her face and not really what I like to go for in terms of portrait photography. But I did want to edit this shot to show you guys the nice tone rendition from the camera and lens. Even though the sunlight was bright, the highlights and shadows on her face are pretty nicely balanced. I also really loved the depth of field in this shot with how sharp Amanda and the grass is, and how out of focus and creamy the bokeh in the background looks.
You're doing really good dealing with the wind. Thank you.
These backlit, slightly washed out photos is the look I love going for when shooting with golden hour or a lower sun. However, I'm so sad the horizontal lines happen when you expose a photo like this. This is also not just a Sony issue, by the way, but an issue for mirrorless cameras in general. Unfortunately, the lines are going right over Amanda's face, and there are some workarounds for this which I won't get into for this video, but I thought I'd leave them in there so you guys can see what it looks like.
Oh, actually, maybe if you stand here, you can kind of like hold onto the brand. I'll do like a mid-length shot here, I think.
Now that I've used the A7R4 for some more photo shoots, by the way, I have to add that I really like how this camera feels in my hands while taking photos. It's something I didn't mention in the last video I uploaded of the R4 versus A7 III, since the cameras were mostly on tripods the entire day for that photo shoot, but a comment I hear about the A7 III a lot is that it feels a bit small for some photographers, which I can understand. The R4, on the other hand, has a slightly chunkier grip, which makes it super comfortable to hold. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to touch on quickly since I am using that body for today's photos.
Do you want to bring your hands up maybe to your face? Maybe we'll go to those fields there too. If you could stand maybe just in there. Oh, we're facing the wrong direction for the wind. This way? Yeah, that's better.
I love the lighting in these next shots in the field. The sun was just behind a cloud, so it was bright but diffused, and then mixed in with the dark background of the forest really helped Amanda stand out in the shot.
I'm gonna try one where you kind of like stretch outwards a little bit. Perfect. Let me get in close here. The lighting is really nice. Do you want to do one shot maybe with like your hand on your face?
I honestly have nothing negative to say about this lens. I do feel like it's a slightly underrated lens that doesn't get the love it deserves, as it is a pro lens with the quality to back itself up. I really enjoyed using it. Focus accuracy was the same as what I experienced using the Zeiss 35mm 1.4, the G Master 85mm 1.4, the G Master 24mm 1.4, etc. So in other words, focus accuracy was great and it kept up with us the entire time that we were shooting. The bokeh from this lens looks amazing as well, and here's a close-up of one of my favorite shots with the most amazing bokeh so you guys can see a close-up. And color rendition was beautiful in RAW and easy to work with in Lightroom too. This is definitely a lens I would easily add to my kit, as it feels like it's in the same caliber as my Zeiss 35 and G Master 85.
Wow, this spot is so nice. Well, it's kind of cool with like little bits of hair flying. Beautiful.
So we finished doing our photo shoot on the 50mm 1.4 Zeiss lens, and I had a lot of fun using this lens, and I feel like I got some really beautiful portraits, even though the clouds and the wind were not on our side today. It was kind of annoying dealing with that, but I think Amanda did a really good job, and I'm happy with all the photos. I would love to know in the comments what you guys think of this lens and the camera body, and which ones were your favorite photos as well, because I really love hearing from you guys. And if you have any questions about anything, also let me know, because I'll be happy to answer anything. If you enjoyed today's video, I have heaps of other creative photo shoot behind the scenes on my channel, so be sure to check them out. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I make new videos every single week, so I will see you all next time. Bye!